I bought a 2016 Cayman GT4 off of Cars4.bid for half off, and that is half off the price of what used ones are going for, and to be honest, I really don't know what's wrong with this car. I drove down to Tennessee, fired the car up, and pulled it into the trailer. And that was about where the good news ended. While in Nashville, someone broke into my truck and stole the only key I had for the GT4.
Problem is, they took the Porsche key. God damn.
And for $1,400, Porsche was more than happy to sell me 2 new keys. Thankfully, those keys worked. I got the car home and pulled it off the trailer. After a quick cleanup and a once-over, I couldn't find much wrong with the car, to be honest. And in fact, I actually started putting it back together. And again, this led me to the same question. Why was this totaled? And really all I found wrong were some dents and dings in the driver's side rear fender well, some exhaust leaks, a missing front bumper, obviously, and some damaged paint to the driver's side skirt, and some minor damage to the rear bumper. So right now, I have $53,850 in this car. And that's for a running and driving GT4 that has an exhaust leak and very other minor damage. And now it's time to fix said minor damage and see what else I can find. I have the best followers and subscribers in the world, so you guys know in the last video, I got this car wrapped up, which means I can get this out of the garage, get the GT4 in here, and up on the quick jacks. There are a couple things I want to do to this car first. I gotta get the wheels and tires back on, obviously. I want to get it warmed up, run the AMS oil cleaner with the oil system. That way when I pull it inside, I can drain the oil. I also want to see if any of these wheels are bent. Gonna run some engine and transmission flush through this before the oil change. Alex from Legit Street Cars always uses this, so I'm gonna always use it. Now let this thing idle, and while we're doing that, gonna see if any of the wheels are bent. It'd be really nice if they weren't, but that one almost has to be bent, right? I see like the tiniest bend on that wheel. That kind of sucks. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, it's so slight. It's just such a minor bend. Whereas this one, it looks perfect, of course. Now I'll just let this guy idle for 10 minutes and then pull it in the garage. I guess while it's idling, I can get it back on the ground. That would probably make the most sense. And here's something I did that was super reckless. Behind my house is a huge hill, and if something were to go down that hill, like a car, it would definitely be totaled. Well, what happened was I forgot the parking brake no longer works because it's electronic and it's, you know, a Porsche, so it's finicky. And when I set the car down, it rolled off those wood blocks and almost went completely down the hill. The footage isn't the greatest because I had the camera in a time lapse, but I had to jump in the driver's side window and shove it in gear to get it to stop. It was really close to being the end of the GT4. This will actually be interesting to see how the quick jacks work with the Cayman. Do I want to back it in? Yeah, I want to back it in. Oh, that exhaust leak is so freaking horrible. I love this car. I don't know much about it, and I haven't driven it, but I love it. Quick jacks are going to work perfect on here. I guess it's just huge, giant G80s that it won't work on. Now I can get under here real nice and good and stuff. The first thing I need to do is drain this oil because that's what you're supposed to do with the AMSOIL kit, after you run that stuff in there, you're supposed to drain it right away. And I've never drained oil on a Cayman or any mid-engine car. That's probably something I should have looked up first, huh? Yeah, easy peasy, it's right there. Easiest oil change ever. Yep, that's hot. That looks really good though. See, absolutely nothing abnormal with that oil, other than it's spilling everywhere. I just cleaned this floor too. Ouch! Oh, that fucking hurt. Mother. Damn it, Porsche. Come on. You little. What a freaking pain. Oh yeah, let's put an oil filter in a spot where you can't even get it out. While that huge mess of oil is draining, might as well get to working on this bent. I don't even know if it's bent. Slightly damaged control arm. Get this hose clamp off, and I'm not sure why it's on here. The control arm's still bolted on, and it's still even tight. I did look up getting a new one of these, and again, this might be another reason why this car was totaled. $650 to $750 for one of these. But it's bent like so slightly, maybe right there, like the tiniest little bend. I really don't think this crash was bad at all. I spent $350 on this used part, and so far this is really the only non-cosmetic damage that I found on the car. Luckily this is pretty easy to pull out, so I'm guessing the new one will be pretty easy to put back in. Well, the brand new secondhand one. See, that's what the boot should look like. And with the suspension fixed, now I can fill up the engine with oil before I forget about it and fire it up to test what we're going to install later in this video. What's nice is this kit comes with everything, even a little reminder for your oil change. Obviously the O-ring, the filter, comes with a new drain plug. Like how nice is that? And the washer, plus the oil, obviously. Let me put the oil in this, because I don't want to go to start this thing and then forget that I don't have oil in it. I did take a quick peek at this oil filter, and I see absolutely nothing in any of it. No particles, no nastiness, no shimmering. I think this car was pretty well taken care of. I'm not sure I can make it. Might be able to. Oh, that's tight. All right. At least it's a small car. Something I have to check on this car that you guys pointed out I need to check. Everything that's wrong with it, at least computer-wise. That's going to mean firing up the old Foxwell here, checking codes and everything else. Plus, I got to fix the electronic parking brake, which stopped working after I put it up in the air. I don't know why. You guys may or may not have noticed it, but I've been trying to wear the Crocs a lot less, and that's because I've got essentially the boot version of Crocs. That's these Omens from Brunt, because these go on nearly as quickly as Crocs, but they're gonna protect my feet way better. They're a darn good looking boot too. All right, let's see what we got here. That's definitely gonna take a bit to load. Honestly, my favorite part about these is just how easy they are to get on and off. I don't gotta mess with shoestrings or laces or anything like that. They simply just slip on and they're super comfortable. And I promise you guys, anytime I'm not wearing Crocs in the garage or outside, I'm wearing these boots. We're still scanning, but we've got quite a few faults so far. Brunt is so confident that you'll love their boots. You can buy them, and if you don't like them, you can send them right back. And you can get $10 off your first order by going to bruntworkwear.com/Ross10. We can even race, right? How quickly I can get into these. Crocs, obviously it's pretty fast. Brunt boots, this is the first time trying this too. Look at that. just a couple seconds. All right, in the meantime, yep, about as many faults as I thought. PSM signal speed, headlight stuff, reverse lights, PSM stuff, power steering, PSM stuff, more PSM stuff, PASM stuff. Yeah, lots of PSM stuff. If parking brake, let's clear them. And that's also going to take a while. And these Omen boots are comfortable right out of the box. No break-in period required. And durable. I've been wearing these a lot, and you can tell by how dirty they are. But they are holding up absolutely fantastically, and I'm certain they're going to last a long, long time. And again, you can get $10 off your order by using discount code ROSS10 at bruntworkwear.com or by going to bruntworkwear.com/ROSS10. Okay, I have erased everything, but pretty much everything came back. I'm guessing I'm going to have to drive the car because of the PSM stuff that has to, well, basically reset. But there is good news. I did fix one thing. Nice. I think for most of the PSM, PASM, whatever, all those lights, I'm gonna have to drive the car a little bit, but there's a whole lot else I need to fix on it first, so let's get into that. Now, huge shout out to you guys in the comment section. You guys actually pointed out why this thing has a massive exhaust leak. That's because it's missing a whole bunch of exhaust manifold bolts. And the ones that are on there, I don't even think are tight. It's not just on one side, it's on both. So my assumption is they were either in a hurry to try to get these off, because these are actually sole headers, sole catless headers, so like they're really nice, really pricey, so they're either trying to take them off or for some reason they swapped these back on. I don't know why. We got some new bolts, hopefully tightening all that up will fix the exhaust leak. I think there's a gasket behind there, but I'm not 100%. I got a couple different sizes here, so we'll see how it works. And these are stainless. Before I stick these new bolts in, I would like to throw at least some little bit anti-seize on there. Threads right in, cool. Got to make sure they're not too long. That should do it. One might even say that's an upgrade. This one right here is not even tight. Put the whole way out with my fingers. Yeah, I don't know why. All right, one down, a whole bunch more to go. I was fearing the worst. If any of those bolts were still tight in there, I assumed it's because they couldn't break them loose or snap them off, but that actually wasn't the case. All of them came right out. There were no problems at all, and working on my first headers on a Porsche engine went super, super easily. Almost too easily. All right, guys, all new flanged stainless steel header bolts. I replaced all the bolts, even the ones that were on there, OEM, because I wanted them all to match. I'm pretty sure that flange is still gonna leak. Either way, I took it apart. There was a gasket in there. I put the bolts back in, tightened it. Maybe it'll be better. I don't know, but we're about to find out. Let's fire this thing up. I'm pretty pumped. I've wanted some good sounding NA Porsche goodness for a while now. Oh yeah, that's way better. Definitely still a leak there, but I have a solution for that, I think. Oh yeah. That all looks good. This all looks good. Cool. Actually, in the meantime, oil lever's pretty darn good. I'll just add just a touch more. I just didn't want to overfill it because then I'd have to drain some out and it'd be a whole pain. Because, you know, European cars can't have dipsticks for unknown reasons. Something else that came with the car that I couldn't figure out what it is until I got underneath it. This car has freaking air ducts that go right to the freaking rotors. And this side still has it, but looks like this just popped off at some point, either during the crash or from the forklift, where they purposely took it off to get it out of the way, who knows. So the fact that this has a pretty big dent in it, these are, I don't know what's going on with these. There's definitely shouldn't be like that. They're like, they're fully tight, but they're still kind of loose, which is weird. And then obviously the massive leak here, it really only means one thing. That means I've got to get a new exhaust. And if I'm going to get a new exhaust, well, I'm certainly going to upgrade it. And to do this, I got to take a little road trip in the G80. It's a perfect parts pickup car. So to fix the bent and leaky exhaust on the GT4, well, we're taking a little bit of a road trip. I think you guys are really gonna like where I end up. I don't like this traffic reconstruction though. That's a fact. Well, boys, we made it. Welcome to Valvetronic Design. This is going to be my first ever Valvetronic exhaust, and I couldn't be more excited to get it, unbox it, and install it all in this video. And I got a sweet tour of their facility, which isn't too far from where I live in Pennsylvania.
Kind of almost completed units. I got to touch up a few things on here. Wow. Yeah, fully handmade, designed in-house. You have a airstrip as well that we take all the parts out. Yeah. So
How close?
It's 7 minutes down the road.
What?
Yeah. So it's pretty cool.
That is the whole Valvetronic HQ. If you guys are interested in getting any exhaust systems for your cars, we have universal mufflers, we have GT4 exhaust, we have G80 exhaust, whatever it is, I'm sure we have exhaust for it. So go head over to valvetronic.com. Check us out on YouTube as well, Valvetronic Designs. And that's that. We're excited to hear the GT4.
Huge shout out to Shane and the Valvetronic team, and they're even giving a code for you guys to get a discount on your own exhaust, and that code is MATT5. Now time to get home, unbox, and install this beautiful system. This may be one of my all-time favorite unboxings. It's about to happen now. Obviously, again, huge shout out to Valvetronic for this exhaust, my first ever Valvetronic exhaust. Hopefully not the last. Wow, the packaging on this is freaking incredible. Ho 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 ho. That's gonna look so good with the black. Even smells good. Sheesh. This is some next level engineering. Beautiful titanium exhaust mixed with stainless steel headers. I can only imagine this thing's gonna sound incredible. You guys are probably thinking the same thing I'm thinking. Matt, why didn't you just leave the old headers off? Well, here's the deal. I wasn't sure if I was getting this kit because I didn't think I'd need it, but after seeing that exhaust, well, its shape of being bent and the fact that it's leaking at this flange probably means there's another bend. I think it's best to replace everything, which I wasn't sure that was gonna happen at the start of this video. Now, who in tarnation put all these beautiful parts right in my way? It was me. I'm an idiot, if you guys didn't know. The reason this key was stolen from this car is because I'm an idiot. I mean, people shouldn't be breaking into my truck and stealing things anyway, but I shouldn't have left the key in there. I don't know why I did. I wasn't thinking. Made a mistake. Now the question is, does this whole exhaust come out as a unit, or do I gotta take the rear bumper off? Aha! Oh, that's not too bad at all. One exhaust out. Good design, Porsche. I like it. That wasn't too bad. I thought it would be way worse. I think I'd like to try and get the O2 sensors out before pulling the exhaust manifolds, or no? Should I just pull it as a unit? But then they're going to be harder to get off. That one is out. I think I got this one too. This car has been, I think, too easy to work on. As scary as that sounds. Nice. Very nice. Easiest header job ever, now that I've done it twice. I'm hopeful that as easy as the old one was to remove, the new one will be just as easy to install. maybe even easier actually. I also took a good look at everything underneath there while the exhaust was out of the way, and again, I see like no damage to this car at all. So I cleaned off the heads where they connect to the manifolds and got to installing. You couldn't pay me to do this kind of work on my Duramax, but on this Porsche, couldn't be any simpler. Valvetronic headers are in, and that was really smooth and easy. Now let's start on the titanium. I'm gonna try and keep my greasy mitts off the titanium as best I can. I'll end up cleaning the whole exhaust later, but this will help at least a little bit. You guys know me, I just love gloves so much. Ah. I got the whole exhaust installed and then I plumbed the valves. Now luckily my car had this from the factory, so they pretty much simply plugged in. But if your car doesn't have that, Valvetronic includes their own system in the box. What I did, took the vacuum line, ran it up on the other side of the heat shield. Then it comes out over here, connects to the factory line. And the same thing over here, factory line, new line, out of the heat shield and into the actuator. And I got this thing pretty freaking straight and lined up. All that's left are these beautiful tips. I own a center exit exhaust Porsche. How freaking cool is that? Oh, god dang, boys, you guys already know I gotta clean all this. Can't be burning in my fingerprints and whatnot. So far, I kind of stole the car. It doesn't have much damage, and now I have a beautiful Valvetronic exhaust installed, which looks fantastic. But what exactly does it sound like? I don't know if I've ever been more excited for a first startup with a new exhaust. Never had a titanium exhaust. Everything sealed up perfectly. Those flanges in the fender well, those are not leaking at all, which I was worried about, which I shouldn't have been worried about. Headers are perfect, man. Oh, that's insane. I did not think it would sound that mean. Let me warm it up and get it outside, get some revs. I can't believe that. That sounds like a freaking GT3. I know. You guys want to hear the full revs all the way up to 8K, which it's going to happen. Just give me a few seconds in this video for the car to warm up.
Oh my God.
This might be the best sounding car I've ever owned. Oh, if anyone wants any of this stuff, just send me a DM on Instagram or send me an email. I believe these center tips are aftermarket. Obviously, it has the sole catless headers, then it has the stock Porsche valved exhaust, which works perfectly. It just has that one dent in it. Now, I desperately want to drive that car, and I wanted to in this video, but I don't want to drive it on that bent wheel because that'll end up wrecking the wheel bearing and some other things. So I got to figure out, do I get just a quick set of like used wheels somewhere? Do I try to get those wheels repaired, or do I go full out and just get a whole aftermarket set that I really, really like? I don't know. Your help will be appreciated though. Inside, this thing is like whisper quiet. That sounds 100% stock until I flip the switch.